Good morning again, everybody. So I had just finished up with an update, a video update, and posted to all of our social media platforms. And this cell is continuing to get a little stronger down here in Vernon County. They went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds down here in central, north central Vernon County. So it does not include the town of Nevada, but those points just kind of in between Nevada and Rich Hill along I 49, that is where the strongest cell is at this moment. And you can really tell with the hail core, this is actually regular radar reflectivity. And we got very strong reflectivity right here, just looks like just west of Ketterman, south of Horton, just coming across I 49. If we go ahead and take a look at the vertical integrated liquid, see where that hail core is. This right here is that hail core. That's where we're likely seeing 1 inch hail that is being dropped across I 49 and heading over towards Horton and Ketterman along M Highway that takes you from I 49 into Ketterman. So that is definitely something we're keeping a very close eye on. Again, as I mentioned in our uh, as I mentioned back during our video update, I am not expecting this to be widespread severe weather this morning. Luckily, again, these thunderstorms are initiating because it's this early in the morning. So our dew points are low, our temperatures are low. Our dew points are hovering right around 60, 61 degrees, temperature 63, 64. So we're not expecting a big severe weather event. However, this is a robust thunderstorm that is going to be moving to the northeast. So those in Appleton City, Rockville, Shell City, Harwood, and really predominantly rural areas of St. Clair County right now are going to be under the gun along H Highway that runs north and south from Appleton City down to El Dorado Springs. I've been down that road several times, as well as B Highway and A Highway. Now, A Highway connects really Appleton City over to Lowry City and Highway 13. It runs east to west. So anybody in this area needs to be weather aware. The winds right now, I'm not too concerned about. I think the main reason is going to be for that possibility of seeing some 1 inch hail. Remember, 1 inch hail, that's about quarter size. So it can ding roof shingles. It can leave some little dings into your cars. So if you're in Rockville, Appleton City, Shell City, you guys might go ahead and put your cars in a garage under a carport, just to kind of be a little bit proactive in case this cell continues with the same intensity as it moves off to the northeast. Good morning, our crazy acres. Morning, Brandon. Morning, Austin. Justin's heading over to Cherokee, Kansas. So, and again, I mentioned this in our video briefing a little bit ago, that I had posted before this live feed here. I'm not expecting a whole lot of activity behind this line, and we're kind of dealing with outflow boundary from last night's thunderstorms up in the Kansas City metro area in northwest Missouri. I do expect a lot of West Central Missouri to pick up a shower, maybe a thunder shower today. But by the time we really have to concern ourselves with any stronger thunderstorms, maybe a few multiple severe thunderstorm warnings, is when the front moves down here into southwest and south central Missouri this afternoon after the noon hour. So, of course, dew points will be higher, temperatures be higher. The thunderstorms will have more energy to work with as we get into the afternoon hours down in southwest Missouri. Now, some of those thunderstorms could possibly creep up into our southern counties, such as Vernon County, St. Clair, Benton County, Hickory County. But I really think the biggest threat today is good for severe thunderstorms is going to be well to our south in southwest, south central Missouri. But we do have thunderstorms, and we do have a robust one in Vernon County that's going to be heading into far southeast Bates County and the western half of St. Clair County. So again, I want to give you guys a live update. Maybe I get so far I've gotten several messages from people. I know Saturday's a big travel day. We've got ball games, football games, soccer games. We got wine strolls. We have there's many things that happen on Saturday here in West Central Missouri. And guys, I will try to get to these messages. Right now, I have 137 messages on Messenger on Facebook about weather conditions for today, and I'm going to try. I'm trying to get through them all, but you guys are going to have to give me just a little bit of time to get all those questions answered this morning. And again, we've got a chance for thunderstorms here in West Central Missouri, pretty much for a big majority of the day. I don't think it's going to be a rain out for any one event, but we have to stay weather aware because we have a very strong cold front that's in the area that could provide a focus for a couple stronger thunderstorms today. That's the reason why we called for a storm track weather aware day for last night, which thankfully all the storms stayed up to our north, and for Saturday. And that just tells you you're going to have to stay weather aware, keep an eye on radar. These things are going to be kind of scattered. So if you take a look at the radar we're looking at right now, you have Windsor getting a shower right now, but just northwest of Windsor they hadn't gotten a drop of rain. So it's going to be kind of scattered throughout the day today. So I will do my best to answer all the questions that you guys have. It's just going to be the fact that it just might take me a little bit this morning and a couple more cups of coffee to get those questions answered. But I will do my best. I think in Adrian tonight, Emily, I think you guys are going to be. I think you guys are going to be fine. I think if we can get through 3 o'clock and after today, I think most of West Central Missouri will be okay. We can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm until this storm system has completely cleared our area. But I think you'll be okay by the time this evening rolls around. Now, some of our viewers down in Cross Timbers, Warsaw, Lowry City, Osceola, Nevada. You guys might be. It might be this evening, say after 6 o'clock, when most of the activity is going to be well south of you. And again, we have to wait till this system moves completely out of our area. We get the cooler northwest flow winds that's going to be flooding in behind this front. And then that's going to cap everything off where we don't have to worry about thunderstorms or rain anymore. And we can just enjoy the beautiful fall temperatures that we're going to have for tomorrow. We're not even going to hit 70 degrees tomorrow. We're going to have sunshine, lows back into the 40s. We're definitely going to feel like fall as we go through tomorrow and into next week. Hi, Becky. Oh, we have Susan. She's down on Highway B. So if you guys recall, that was Highway B runs east and west. And it basically goes from 13 Highway as well, all the way over to Rockville. So we have this severe thunderstorm warning is actually moving in their direction. So, National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill has not jumped on this yet. This is the reason why you don't see Bates County or Henry County in this warning, because this was issued from Springfield National Weather Service. That's the reason why Vernon and St. Clair is in that warning polygon. But again, if you're down here in Rockville, which is basically in southeast Bates County, you guys are under this. I'm just going to tell you, you guys should be taking precautions as well. It's the same as you guys are in this polygon, only because right now it's just issued from the Springfield. Well, let's see here. Just got an update. National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill has issued. Okay, there we go. So now they've kind of completed that polygon. So the National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill issued that severe thunderstorm warning that includes Rockville, that far southeast quadrant of Bates County. So no new news really from Hudson, Appleton City, Pleasant Gap, Rockville, Shell City. You guys are under the gun right now. And of course, if you live to the west there, Rich Hill, Walker, Metz, Stokesbury, Nevada, you guys are behind this cell. And again, this cell right here, guys, is, let me jump over here to my draw map. This cell right here is the one that we are watching for the possibility of seeing some quarter size hail. Okay, so this is the cell that we are watching. It is moving to the northeast. So it is going to be affecting those that live along H Highway, B Highway. Where this polygon ends is probably as far east as the cell will affect B Highway over to Osceola. Remember, it is moving off to the northeast, so it's just going to be clipping those along H and B Highway in this little area right here. So if you have neighbors or friends, family that live along this area, you might give them a heads up, let them know what we have going on this morning. And again, it's going to be loud. There's a lot of lightning with these cells. We also have another little cell that's going to be coming across 13 Highway there at Deepwater, Brownington. My lightning detector is going off, if you guys hear it in the background. So this is going to remain, this could have some small pea-size hail. And it is going to stay south of the Sparrowfoot access area and south of Clinton. But those in Gaines, Brownington, Cole, Tightwad, there's a pretty good little cell that's going to be working up right now. It's not special weather statement advisory yet. There's no warning along with this. Anyway, I just thought I would let you guys know there's a pretty good cell here. You could see some small pea-sized hail with it, a little bit of lightning, and a couple of torrential downpours. It won't last very long, but to kind of give you guys the heads up, especially those that might be wanting to get out on the lake this morning. It is Saturday. We do have beautiful temperatures out there, so anybody that might be putting in at Bucksaw, Sparrowfoot, kind of keep in mind there is some lightning in the area. There is a pretty good cell that's just coming towards you, so you might want to hold off putting in the boat and being stuck out there on the lake until these thunderstorms move past, because this cell right down here that's creating um, this severe thunderstorm warning is going to be heading up toward your direction, the Deepwater, Brownington, Tightwad, and eventually over into Benton County. So I don't know if it's going to retain its intensity. It's doing a great job so far because this one started off in Kansas and it continues to maintain its strength. But it has a lot of this air down here able to that warm moist air to feed this cell. So it could keep going for the next hour or so. So we'll be watching it. But look at the overall scheme of things. There's not a whole lot out there, guys. So again, I don't expect this to be a big severe weather event for West Central Missouri. We are literally just tracking one cell right now, and that is moving into southeast, far southeast, Bates County, and into St. Clair County around the Appleton City area. So that we're just tracking one cell right now, and we do have some other spotty, isolated thunder showers out there right now. Could have some small pea-sized hail along 65 highway just southeast of Warsaw. But again, most of these cells are going to be behaving this morning because we just don't have the energy that's available for these thunderstorms to possibly become more widespread severe storms. So we'll continue to track this cell until it finally weakens and or gets out of West Central Missouri. I'm going to be here. I've been took a nap yesterday evening, and so I can keep watch throughout the night for any thunderstorm development. I was able to let my guard down around 2 a.m. when all the storms were up in the Kansas City metro area. Conditions were not favorable for any thunderstorms here in West Central Missouri overnight, and then back up around 5 a.m. and starting to see a few thunderstorms beginning to pop off in eastern Kansas and a couple in West Central Missouri. And here we are at 7:30 right now, and we've got one cell that has become severe warrant for 1-inch hail. So if anybody has any reports, please send them over to me. I will relay them on to the National Weather Service. Uh, this is how we help our neighbors in adjoining counties by giving me your reports, and then I send them to the National Weather Service, and then they can issue warnings out ahead of a potential severe storm. So that's how you guys can help, and that is what they depend on. Subby's Weather Talk to feed them reports on what viewers are seeing down in our neck of the woods. So feel free to send that to me or shoot it to me over chat. That's fine too. If you have pictures, that's even better. You can shoot those over to me on Subby's Weather Talk. Good morning, Lucky. Jacob, he just wants to fish. Well, I think if we can get this cell and get it out of here, I think you'll be in pretty good shape. Not too many concerns putting in right now. Uh, if you're up here in Johnson County, Cass County, but yeah, along Truman Lake right now, it's you're going to have to wait this storm out. We're likely going to see another severe thunderstorm warning down here in St. Clair County. They will likely extend the severe thunderstorm warning into St. Clair County, including Lowry City, Osceola. It still continues to look like this cell is maintaining its strength. So it's moving at a pretty good clip as well. So I do believe we will see an additional warning here in just a few minutes for Lowry City, Osceola, and possibly far southeast Henry County. Matt, thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Matt has been a longtime supporter of Subby's Weather Talk. Really appreciate all the support we've got from Matt and so many people out there here over the last few years. Sure appreciate it. So what I am going to do here, guys, you guys give me just a second. I am going to bring Henry County, as being deputy director of Henry County. I am going to bring them along for the ride here on the live stream. I do believe that we need to kind of, especially the folk down here in southeast Henry County, let them know there's a pretty good cell that is going to be moving awfully close to them. We'll let them come on to the live stream as well. On the live stream. Hi, Kendall. So, as far as the Benton Henry County line this evening, I don't think you're going to have much to worry about other than really beautiful temperatures. And everybody might mention those going to your wedding, outdoor wedding, that they might want to bring a jacket because it's really going to cool off this evening. But I think most of this activity is going to be away from us, from your neck of the woods by this evening. I still think there's going to be thunderstorms in and around Benton County, around the Warsaw area at 11. Again, look at the overall scheme of things. We don't have a whole lot of thunderstorms in the area, guys. We just have a few isolated thunderstorms here in west central Missouri. We're tracking just one pretty robust thunderstorm here in St. Clair County. Now, they did not extend the severe thunderstorm warning. They replaced it with a special weather statement, and that's going to be for 50-mile-per-hour winds and 0.75 inch. So just underneath warning criteria, and that's going to be for Lowry City and really along 13 Highway from in between Deepwater and Osceola. That's where this cell is going to be crossing 13 Highway. And again, I expect this to remain just south of Clinton, just south of Sparrowfoot Boat Ramp, and then this cell will continue to move off to the northeast and affect Benton County probably here in about an hour. So we're going to do a time track on this here momentarily. Guys, if you give me just a second, I'm not going to go far. I'm just going to refill my cup of coffee. I'll be right back with you. And just like that, I'm back with a new cup of Joe. For those of you that might have family, friends that live down in the Springfield area, I definitely want you guys to be sharing. We have our 417 Chaser team, and I do believe Nader Boys. They're another storm chase group from here in west central Missouri. They are a part of the Midwest Meso Project that we work collectively on to get data to the National Weather Service and for our own research. They are going to be down in southwest Missouri today, so definitely follow them, share their streams if you have any family friends down in the Springfield, southwest Missouri area. They will be live streaming this afternoon, keeping everybody up to date what's going on with the severe potential down in southwest Missouri this afternoon. So I am actually utilizing the WeatherWise app. Okay, this is actually not even a software program. This is free for anybody. I'm doing this on a desktop computer. Obviously, you can go to weatherwise.app. So that's weatherwise.app. It is some of the most advanced, free, that's a killer word, free radar app that's available as a download. You can download the app on your Apple or Android phone. You can actually download the app on your desktop, or you can just use a web browser, in which that's what I am using right now. And you get all the bells and whistles for free. We've worked really hard to develop a relationship with WeatherWise. And actually, this afternoon, you can actually be watching WeatherWise radar, and our storm chasers are going to have a little icon that you can click right here on the screen and bring up their live feeds automatically. So we've worked really hard to join a partnership with WeatherWise So you can follow our storm chasers right from the radar app. So fantastic. And the best part about it, it's free. I love that word. It's free. But Stephen over at WeatherWise, he is the founder, developer of WeatherWise. Great guy. We met with him. We had Zoom calls with him. So very excited with our partnership with WeatherWise as we go through this winter, as well as storm season for 2026. So all in all, guys, again, this is not a big severe setup for West Central Missouri today. It never really was. There was potential to see a couple stronger storms. We had to stay weather aware, obviously, for changing weather conditions. But it's just the timing coming in overnight or early this morning. This is a very, very strong system. But because of the time of day, time of year, we just don't have that energy that we would typically need for any severe thunderstorms. Now, the reason why Southwest Missouri is a little bit more favorable is because the storms that we're getting, that line of storms is to develop down in Southwest Missouri after 12 o'clock today. So it will be warmer. Dew points will be a little higher. You'll have stronger southerly winds bringing up that moisture from the Gulf of America. So they stand a little better chance to see a little bit more severe weather down there. But we've been following a lot of social media pages and other storm chasers, and you have to be kind of careful what you read because for the last 3 days they were talking about a tornado outbreak. I don't think we're going to see that tornado outbreak in Southwest Missouri, but and again, it's really tough to forecast out 3 4 days that there's going to be a tornado outbreak. It's so many things can change this time of year. We don't have the sun angle heating up the atmosphere quite as much. The jet stream is it's getting stronger, but it's still staying up to the north a little bit. So but we everybody in Southwest Missouri still needs to stay weather aware as we go through the afternoon, because the potential does exist to see a couple stronger storms down in that neck of the woods. So right now, this cell is getting ready to cross 13 Highway, and again, 13 Highway is the main thorough road that runs from Clinton all the way down to Branson, Missouri. This is going to be crossing in between Lowry City and Chloe, right along Highway 13. It is eventually going to be heading over toward the Mount Zion, Fox Run, Finey, along Z Highway, there near Snyder's Corner. Of course, we all know that area very, very well. A couple very devastating tornadoes back on May 19th of this year. Just ended up a war zone down in that neck of the area. So I was able to go to Springfield to the Integrated Warning Conference in Springfield on Tuesday. Met with so many star meteorologists out in that area. Meteorologists from KY3, KOLR, as well as in Arkansas. We met with the National Weather Service. I did a breakout session on how social media, meteorologists, National Weather Service, how we need to work together. I've got a very exciting interview that I did with a young lady up near in between Racket and Tightwad that she did a testimony on how watching social media stream saved her life. and that weather radios were down, sirens weren't working. She doesn't get cable to get Kansas City or Springfield stations. She only had social media to tell her to take tornado precautions. So I will be airing that soon. I am working on getting a post together, and I will be sharing that interview I had with her here over the weekend. So definitely take a watch on that. That was kind of the highlight of my week. I've got there's so many great reviews, met so many great people in the industry. So Tuesday was definitely a highlight of 2025 of mine. And as we try to work together to get life saving information out to a hyper local area, not an entire region, but to individual counties. And that is what I'm working very, very hard with other emergency management offices, trying to get them to understand that a lot what we do in emergency management deals with weather, severe weather, damage from severe weather, and that we need to, that's really actually part of our job description is to prepare people and to get resources for people to prepare and to recover from natural disasters. So that's what I am trying to do on a personal level is reaching out to emergency management offices and reaching out to the National Weather Service and trying to get us to work together as a whole. Yeah, it's something that I'm very proud of and that we are doing here in Henry County. And I want to spread that out to every county in Missouri and eventually to other states as well. Hi, Remington. Remington down in El Dorado Springs. She said it's raining very, very hard down in that neck of the woods. Thank you for the report, Remington. So again, I apologize. I do have my messenger inbox. It is plumb full of people wanting to know, what the weather's going to be like at their location. A lot of outdoor plans today. Fully understand that. After this live stream, I will go back to answering some of those questions. And again, I am not expecting a washout today for any of West Central Missouri. I really wouldn't surprise me if once this activity moves off to the east, as that front continues to slowly sag to the south, I would not be surprised to see most of West Central Missouri be done with precipitation for the day. Once we get that rain cooled air on the backside of the front and we get that starting to filter in, it's going to be hard for any storms to refire up in our neck of the woods today. That's mainly going to be for southwest Missouri, stands a better chance of having more thunderstorms erupt today. We can't rule out a couple isolated thunder showers this afternoon or this evening, but I think for the most part, once we get these storms out of our neck of the woods here in West Central Missouri, this one cell that is currently near Mount Zion and Brownington right now, once we get this cell out of our area, out of West Central Missouri, I think we're going to be left with an overall decent day here in West Central Missouri. So again, um, not expecting much of the way of severe weather this morning. And again, all of our special weather statements, our severe thunderstorm warning, have come in response of this one cell. We have been following one cell through the course of this morning that continually to retain its intensity, putting down some reports of some hail up to the size of quarters. And that is what we are watching this morning. Is it going to storm this afternoon, Knob-Noster, Windsor area? And again, going back what I just mentioned, I would not be surprised if after say around say 11 o'clock, I wouldn't be surprised if our rain and thunderstorms will be over for the day here in West Central Missouri. Because of the close proximity of this front that's going to be moving in, we can't rule out an isolated shower or thunder shower. But for the most part, most of our activity here just in West Central Missouri is going to be over by noon today. And we'll just have to be concerned with Southwest Missouri, South Central Missouri, down into Springfield, Ava, Mansfield, Kabul, maybe Lake of the Ozarks, as we go into this afternoon after 12 o'clock. So we do have a new spectral weather statement, and of course, this is going to be for Southeast Henry County, where we had mentioned that the Mount Zion, Piney, Brownington area. This is going to be for 55 mile per hour wind gust possible, and 0.88 of an inch of hail. So a little bit bigger than Nichols. Okay, is the possibility with this cell, and again, this thing is nearly right over Z Highway right now. Z Highway runs from Mount Zion to Snyder's Corner to Piney, all the way over to 7 Highway just outside of Warsaw. So if you live in this area, it's going to be noisy. You could have some hail. Again, up to the size of just larger than Nichols. And if anybody has any reports, please feel free to send them to me on Subby's Weather Talk. Let me know what you got on chat here in the live stream. I will relay that information over to the National Weather Service. So let's do a answering some questions. I'm trying to answer some questions in both the stream and trying to keep up a little bit on social media as well. So one thing I am going to do, I am going to be reaching out to a few of you guys when we get closer to springtime. I am wanting to get a couple people to possibly help me with the stream as far as answering questions. We'll do a little bit of training on radar. Been doing this as a one-man show now for several years, and it would be nice to be able, the whole purpose is to get life-saving information out to people as soon as we can. There's a lot of questions that get asked on social media, not in the live stream, that sometimes is very pertinent to answer. So I'm going to be reaching out to a few of you. I have a short list that maybe can help me out as we get closer to spring on social media. So if anybody has the interest in that, of course, you guys know my hours. They can be at any time within the 24-hour time span. But I definitely encourage you guys to send me a message on Facebook. Let me know you might be interested, and we'll see maybe where that leads. And again, that's going to be for springtime of 2026. So we'll be doing that as well. So let's put a timestamp on this. We actually had this moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. We're going to go ahead and utilize Radar Omega for a timestamp here. That way you guys have a pretty good idea of when you can expect the cell. So we've got Warsaw at 814, Edmondson at 823. So again, it is going to kind of remain over rural areas in Benton County. Warsaw, you guys are in a path of this cell that's creating this special weather statement. Let's broaden that out just a little bit more. So Warsaw at 813, White Branch at 814, Lincoln at 820, Lakeview Heights 825, Stover 837, Versailles at 844, Excelsior at 852. And that is assuming that this cell retains its intensity. That is when you can expect this cell to be in your neck of the woods. So they did, and of course, Warsaw, Lincoln, along 65 highway in between. You guys have been added, of course, into that special weather statement. Colcamp, you are also in this special weather statement for this cell right here. And currently, it is along Z Highway, getting ready to cross 7 Highway that runs north and south from Clinton to Warsaw. And it is going to be coming across 7 Highway, real close to Opportunity Farms and Tackner. And it's going to be going over Harry S. Truman State Park, Teal Bend, and then eventually on up to Edmondson, Lakeview Heights area. So you guys can be prepared for up to 50-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-size hail. Hi, Rebecca. No tornadoes in Benton County today. No tornadoes in West Central Missouri today either. Oh, Fred. Still waiting on Mark to get cameras up on his grain bin. By golly, we're going to get her done. We're going to have to get on Mark on that. Dark Thunder, and a sprinkle in Barnett. Right along 52 Highway. This is going to be east of Gravois Mills and Versailles. Thanks, Terry. Oh, great! Thank you for that. Thank you for that image there, Craig. I'm going to send this off to Springfield. I appreciate the report, guys. I know National Weather Service does too. And this cell is really trucking. And again, 60 miles per hour to the northeast. So it's not going to take long for this cell to get past your area. So, you can expect torrential rainfall, a lot of lightning, and then it moves out very quickly. Jacob, what's the wind supposed to be like after the storm moves through? It's going to be breezy, that's for sure. Let's bring over Wendy here. Let me go ahead and log in. Sorry. So let's push this to about, let's go. So it looks like around 1 p.m., the front is going to be making its way across west central Missouri. Let me go with the short range radar or short range model. So let's put this at, say, about 10 a.m. 8 to 10 miles per hour around 10 a.m. And then once we get to, say, 11, again, around 10 miles per hour. Let's go this afternoon at 3. And it's going to gust up to 14 to 18 miles per hour. But take a look at what's up here. Woof. There's our northwest flow. Right there. That's what's going to be bringing in the big time cooler temperatures. by 8 p.m., those northwest winds are going to be howling down in our area, 12 miles per hour out of the northwest. So we're going to have a very cool evening tonight, guys. Thank you, guys. Finey Church, Ventry, Small Hail. So again, kind of a recap. We do have a special weather statement for this cell in Benton County. It is near Opportunity Farms right now. It just had crossed over 7 Highway in between Racket and Warsaw, going across 7 Highway right now. It is going to be heading up. Looks like Warsaw is likely going to just get a glancing blow from the cell on the south side. Looks like it's going to cross 65 Highway just north of Lost Valley Hatchery. So look like it's going to stay really in between Lost Valley Hatchery and Warsaw Airport on the north side of Warsaw. So those of you down in the southeast corner of Henry County, the Brownington, Deepwater, Mount Zion area, you guys, there's no threat of any stronger cell right there right now. It's moved off very quickly to the east. It's now in Benton County. So even though you are in that polygon, that special weather statement, there's nothing to be concerned about here in southeast Henry County right now. So we still have several strong cells, Climax Springs down to Cross Timbers, down to Wablo, Gerster, and all the way down to just north of Stockton, probably over Stockton Lake right now. We also have a couple of cells in St. Clair County, one down near Vista, Gerster, Collins, but they are not warned as of right now. So again, I am answering questions that you guys are putting out there as soon as I can. Um, I just responded to a couple of questions you guys have. You guys push over to either through the website or through chat on or Messenger on Facebook. So again, I'm up to 162 messages, and I'm answering them a little bit too. So they're really coming in now, and I will get to those as soon as I can. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now, and again, we just have. Uh, Basically, one special weather statement. The polygons are still up, but the threat is east of you right now. We do have a special weather statement for this cell that's going across 65 Highway, almost directly over Lost Valley Hatchery on the north side of Warsaw. It's going to stay to the south of the airport there on 65. And really, that's about it here in our general area for any special weather statements or any severe thunderstorm warnings. We don't have any on the board. There are some stronger cells down here in St. Clair County, again, near Gerster, Vista, Osceola. We also have another one near El Dorado Springs, Tiffin, and coming into Monegaw Springs. So it's going to be hard. It really is going to be kind of hard to kind of decipher on what is going to happen the rest of the day here in West Central Missouri. I do know there are lots and lots and lots of events going on. Clinton, we had the wine stroll today starting at 1 o'clock. We have tons of soccer games, football games with our kiddos out there. And again, kind of reiterating what I said before, the main front is likely not going to be moving in till this evening. Okay, so we cannot rule out thunderstorm and rain chances until that front has completely passed our area. Now, how is the atmosphere going to react after these rain showers and thunderstorms move out of West Central Missouri? How is the atmosphere going to react? Is it going to allow thunderstorms to refire up this afternoon? I think they will definitely down in Southwest Missouri. But is there going to be enough to spark any thunder showers up here in West Central Missouri this afternoon? That's a huge question mark for me right now. Would I be surprised if West Central Missouri doesn't get another drop of rain after these morning thunderstorms? No, I would not be surprised. I still think we will have some showers and thunder showers around the area. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a washout per se, but it really is tough to decipher how that atmosphere is actually going to react after these thunderstorms move on out. That is a huge dilemma. It plagues many forecasters because we just don't know. Mother Nature has so many tricks up her sleeves that it's really hard to determine, especially when the main front is still 300 miles away. Anything can happen. I like the storm systems that come through with a single line of storms just ahead of the front. moves through, then you're behind the front and you're done for the day. Unfortunately, we're not at that kind of situation today. We're 300 miles still ahead of the cold front. So these thunderstorms are building on outflow boundaries and little pockets that they form, and they're just enough instability this time of year to blow them up into a thunderstorm. Now, how strong are they going to be? I mean, there's so many questions that we have to ask as far as what the weather's going to be like the rest of the day. However, I do think that that the bulk of the activity, the severe weather we have to be concerned about, is going to be down here in Southwest Missouri, South Central Missouri, as we go into the afternoon after 12 o'clock. But I still think we could see a few thunder showers in our area here in West Central Missouri throughout the day. But I'm hoping that it's going to affect many of the events going on throughout West Central Missouri. Taking a look at some of the products that the National Weather Service has put out, the Storm Prediction Center has put out, the National Center for Rain and Flooding Concerns, they put out some products. And and I'll show you guys one of them right now. This is so they have an area that encompasses some of West Central Missouri and all of Southwest Missouri for hourly amount to 2 inches, local totals to 4 inches, expected through this evening. This is something. This is the precipitable water. If they wring out all of the moisture, this is what could happen. And notice, here's our front. It's draped way up here, and we are out ahead of that front. So I think the majority, again, of the activity is going to stay to the southwest, to the south, and to the southeast of West Central Missouri. So, but again, you start to see some information coming in one way or another, and it's really tough to decipher because really right now, all the forecasters out there are, in a simple terms, we're guessing what the atmosphere is going to react like after this rain moves out and we go later on into the morning and to the afternoon. Oh, Penny going to the Chiefs Raiders game. That's one of the most highly anticipated games of the year. Um, Big time rivals. You guys are going to be up at Arrowhead tomorrow. Is going to be football weather 100%. We're going to have temperatures in the 60s all day, sunshine, beautiful weather tomorrow. It is going to be Chiefs football weather tomorrow. So you picked the absolute perfect game to attend a Kansas City Chiefs game. And so from what I'm seeing, guys, that cell that's coming through Benton County really weakened here over the last 10 minutes. You notice we don't have quite the color returns in that cell. It's going across B Highway. B Highway joined together from Coal Camp all the way down to Lakeview Heights. So B Highway right now is getting some moderate rainfall, a little bit of lightning, likely no hail at all in this cell right now. And so, it's here in West Central Missouri, things are calming down tremendously. We still have some strong storm down here across Timbers, Climate Springs, down to Wheatland, Hermitage, Wablo, Collins area. But again, these storms are moving so fast. They're moving between 50 and 60 miles per hour. So I do believe that the biggest threat from any of these thunderstorms this morning has now subsided here in west central Missouri. I am going to continue, obviously, to keep watch on these thunderstorms this morning as well as this afternoon. I do have a couple of events that I will be going to uh, this afternoon into this evening. So especially those in southwest Missouri, south central Missouri. And again, you guys can 417 Chasers, Nader Boys. They are going to be together today, this afternoon. They're going to be monitoring the storms, giving updates. So if you have friends, family, relatives down in that neck of the woods, make sure you give them the information on 417 Chasers and Nader Boys. They have Facebook and YouTube. They will be going live. You're going to be able to follow them as the storms initiate down in southwest Missouri this afternoon. So I think for this live stream, I am going to go ahead and end it. Again, we don't have any severe weather here in west central Missouri right now. We've got a few strong storms still left over in St. Clair County, Benton County, producing quite a bit of lightning, some moderate to heavy rain. But again, they're moving very, very fast. So, it's likely about 5 minutes worth, and then they move out of your location. So, again, thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. I hope you found this very informational. Thank you for the donation, for the super chat. We got a couple super stickers. Appreciate all the support, the Subby's Weather Talk you guys have given. And again, it's not like I'm going to bed. I'm going to be following these storms. I will be updating on our social media platforms if needed. So for right now, I think that's going to do it for me right now. Thank you guys so much. If anybody has any questions, reach out to me, and I'm going to start answering all of these questions in my messenger inbox. And I will try to get to your question if you posted one here over the next hour or so. So have a great rest of your Saturday, guys. We'll be talking to you soon.